Welcome to a new Daily Top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what is the worst part about being a fat person? Always being aware of how much space you take up. I'm a fat guy and always have been, although I'm 100 pounds lighter than I used to be and I'm almost to a healthy weight now. I'm always very conscious of how big I am in small spaces. Go to a baseball game. I'm practically sitting sideways to make sure the people on each side have enough space. My father-in-law, on the other hand, was thin until he was 40. He's almost 70 now, but still has no idea how to handle his weight. He seems completely oblivious to how large he is. Baseball game. Airplane. He'll take up 3 seats, regardless of who are in the other 2, and he'll be unapologetic about it. Plastic chair that's completely falling apart. He'll sit in it without batting an eye, and act completely shocked when it falls apart on him. Edit: holy cow, this blew up. Just another quick story. My father-in-law also doesn't know how to sit with his weight. He bends his knees a bit and then just plops into the seat with probably 600 pounds of force. New Year's 2019 he did this on my couch and absolutely destroyed it. He not only didn't apologize, he tried to convince us the couch was broken before he sat down. I agree with this. I lost 150 pounds now, but it's insane. The first time I sat in a stadium chair after my weight loss, I was like, I have all this room. Or people like just walk by me in the aisles. It still blows my mind his little space I take up now, compared to how much I used to. I have a hard time realizing it. BTW, congrats on your weight loss. Many years ago I was at a baseball game at Wrigley Field with my girlfriend. We were sitting in these 2 seats and there were 2 large gentlemen sitting in the 2 seats next to us. To their right the seats were all taken and to our left the rest of the row was empty. One of the guys turned to me and said, "Hi, me and my friend are fat. Would you 2 mind moving down a few seats?" What could I say? I said, "Sure," laughed, and moved down. It reminded me of the skit by Louis Anderson when he says something about thinking fat people don't know they are fat. My wife was on a small plane jumping islands in Hawaii and a group of Samoans, huge guys, boarded and went to their seats. Before takeoff the captain came out and said in a light tone, "Can I get you guys to spread out a little or we may just end up going in circles?" They broke out laughing as they realized they were all grouped on one side of the plane. Wrigley Field seats will make anyone feel fat, to be honest. It's ridiculously cramped there. Feeling okayish about the way you look or feel and then seeing yourself in a picture and going into a spiral of depression for the next 3 weeks. I understand this feeling very well. I dislike looking in the mirror because of that. I see the same person I've always seen in the mirror then in pics, like who TF is that fatty? My going to the gym has been based on how I feel about myself that day. I've been hitting the gym a lot lately, lol. When I lost weight I discovered that people seemed way more nice to me and seemed to approach me as being more intelligent or valued than before. My GF was quite skinny in a healthy way. Then put that birth control in her arm. Gained a lot of weight. I love her very much. Her confidence went down because going from people hitting on you regularly to almost not at all is noticeable. I hit on her regularly. "Keep it up, one of these days she'll say yes." Can confirm. I lost 130 pounds in 1 year in high school. People really treat you different in a positive sense. I still remember this one kid at my high school was the fat kid through junior year, then over the summer lost a ton of weight, and they still picked on him, asking him if his parents sent him to fat camp. It's been like 20 years, but I hope he's okay. Nothing seems to fit nicely or still look nice in your size. And when it does look nice from the front, you turn sideways. Holy shit, I just woke up to 5,000 plus up bodies. It's when you see the back of yourself in the background of a photo. Holy fuck. Feeling and knowing you're fat and being very embarrassed about it. Also, knowing that your biggest insecurity will be apparent to anyone you meet almost instantly. Literally everyone else gets to hide their business for at least a little while IRL. Can't cover it up for an interview or first date or some shit. An all day, everyday kind of thing with me. I just push it to the back of my mind until it festers into a mental illness. Everything. You just feel so uncomfortable. I'm gonna jump on this comment. Was a personal trainer for a bit and a few of my clients were deep in the morbidly obese category and we fixed so much of my course of time with them. Invest in yourself today. You are your greatest investment. Make a change, baby steps. Maybe you drink 12 Cokes a day. Try and cut to 10. Maybe it's one less, insert bad eating habit here. Seriously, if you think hopping right on a caloric restriction and ultra health diet will help, it won't. There's a reason everyone on The Biggest Loser fails and rebounds. It's too much too fast. Change takes time and that's okay. Don't think I'm gonna go run, just take an evening walk whatever distance you can manage. You don't need to worry about going ham off the bat. Reel things in slow. You will notice a huge change. Once my clients reeled things in a bit and we saw some change and they had some good habits. I'd have a beer with them after work. I'm still friends with them to this day and they are all really healthy and well off. And when I say healthy I mean they are not obese, have some good habits but can still enjoy themselves. Anyways. To anyone reading this. You can do it, I promise you. It might suck ass and take a bit, but it's doable. Edit, this is not the only way nor an exhaustive example. Fitness is a broad category and a one-size-fits-all does not truly exist. Everyone is different with different goals / lifestyles and paths to get there. I'm not interested in debating any of that. Just providing an anecdote of my time as a trainer and giving some encouragement. Good luck on all y'all's journey. Edit 2, for the unsolicited advice / toxic positivity comments 1. I'm speaking broadly, not to anyone directly. And for every person who doesn't want the motivation, believe me, there are droves more who do. So you do you if you fall into the morbidly obese category and don't want to get better. 2. Toxic positivity. If you knew my in real life you'd laugh, I'm so far from that. If you think me telling people to take an evening walk and drink a few less Cokes is toxic positivity, it's how you function in the real world. Notice how my definition above of healthy is being comfortable with yourself, and notice how the parent comment is being uncomfortable. I'm not saying get fucking jacked. I could give a shit if you have a dad bod or some extra pounds. The idea is to get you to where you can achieve the daily activities you want and still let loose and not feel guilty about it. And if you don't ever plan on being active, the goal would to get you past 65 without being near death from obesity. Edit 3. The diet culture comments / messages. Literally nowhere did suggest dieting. In fact, I condemn it right up front. You know why? Dieting is fucking dumb. Eating healthy is normal. Eating healthy is not a diet. It's literally normal and how we are programmed to live. A diet would be an upped version such as paleo, keto, vegan et al. Which, unless you fall into the most niche category of person, you would not benefit from it. Please read the book Deep Nutrition for an overview / history. I'm done responding to all the haters. You do you, I know what group will be healthy at the end of the day. Terry Crews has a great quote in line with the thinking of just taking the tiniest baby steps. Go to the gym, and just sit there, and read a magazine, and then go home. And do this every day. Go to the gym, don't even work out. Just go. Because the habit of going to the gym is more important than the workout. Because it doesn't matter what you do. You can have fun, but as long as you're having fun, you continue to do it. I legitimately use this mentality every single time I don't want to go to the gym, and it works without fail to get me there. Pool parties. No, I'm good. You guys have fun * sitting in the shade wearing pants in the summer. Edit, thanks for the likes. Had an uncle that was rather large and he would always rip his shirt off and yell out time to let the fat fly, and if you don't like it don't look at it. Seeing that as a chubby kid gave me a more self-positive outlook on my body image. Edit, stupid autocorrect. A female friend once told me she was gonna do her birthday party at the pool. I just panicked and completely denied the invitation. At the end the party wasn't at the pool and I went, but just the fact that I instantly panicked and said no, it's horrible. I hear you so loudly and clearly that I've got a touch of the tinnitus now. I have sat by a lot of pools fully dressed in my lifetime. Having an ache in your arm or chest and not knowing if it's posture or your heart finally packing in. To be fair, this also applies to me, and I'm not fat, I'm just convinced all my internals are on their way out already. Fail word, anytime I feel anything too out of the ordinary I basically go so today's the day fail. Just the sheer amount of room fatness takes up in your brain. You're either thinking about it or being reminded of it by your clothes, social situation, available space, etc. It's exhausting. This is always the worst for me. It's like 90% of my day. What am I eating, wearing, how could I fit in exercise, what will I eat next, is that person looking at me because I'm fat, why am I so worthless, I wish I was more motivated. Constant in some form or another, even now that I'm a lot smaller, it's still there. I fucking hate it.